How to initiate using your feminine energy. Well, let's talk about what feminine energy is. If I were to sum feminine energy up into one word, I would say receiving and receptive. So it is your ability to receive. The opposite of that is that giving, which is super action oriented. Receiving is more surrendered. It is trusting. You're trusting the process. You're allowing. You are soft. It's got a softness to that energetic state of being, okay? And it's just more leaned back, right? So it's a much more leaned back approach to everything. So it's not passive though. I think a lot of times we hear feminine energy and we're like, oh my gosh, like, so do I do absolutely nothing? Am I being, like, what is this? Do I do nothing? Am I a doormat? No, you are not a doormat. No, you do. It's not about doing absolutely nothing, but it is about doing less. Doing less in the partnership with a man, okay? And I also want to add that a lot of times we're using our feminine energy because we need the yin and we need the yang. We need the two things to kind of work together and flow inward. So that's the point of us really tapping back into our feminine energy and our most feminine state of being, which is feelings, it's heart space, it's body space. Masculine is head space. It's all up here. It's all this drive, this problem solving, this my wheels are always turning. I'm over analyzing everything. I'm analyzing things because I'm looking for solutions, and I'm focused on the goal, right? Whereas it's all of the doing energy. Whereas the feminine side is the being. It's just the simplicity of just simply being. Now, this is very hard because if I asked a room full of girls, which one do you think you are? Do you think you're more of the masculine? You do, go, go, go. Most of you raise your hand and say, yeah, actually, that's probably what I identify with more. Initiating and all those things. So it's actually almost harder for us to get back into that surrendered state of receiving from a man. However, that is going to be your most magnetic state, is when you slow your energy down, is when you are receptive, is when you are softening. So when I get asked the question, how do I initiate using my feminine energy? This is a little complicated. It's a little nuanced, right? So I think the word initiation already is masculine in nature, right? I'm taking the lead, I'm taking things on. So I would say you don't really technically just initiate, okay? But what you do is you demonstrate your ability to receive from a man. What you do is when a man gives to you, you respond with how what he gave you made you feel. Example, he sends you a text. If I were to ask you, did that make you feel good? You would be like, yeah, actually, it did make me feel good when he texted me. Okay, great. So let's say that. Hey, it feels so good getting a text from you. I say this example a lot. It's very simple, very basic. Hey, it feels so nice getting a text from you. It feels so good getting a text from you. I'm good. How are you? Let's say he opens the door for you. Let's say he pays for you. He opens the door for you. You show your appreciation. You're receiving by simply saying, thank you so much. Aw, it makes me feel so good when you open the door for me. Thank you. So kind of you. Okay? So kind of you. You're receiving. Now, I want to ask you a question. Are you truly receiving from somebody when someone gives to you and you instantly give back in return? Not really, actually. Because what you're doing is you're feeling obligated to give in return, or you're feeling like this person gave to me, I need to give back. There is a lack of self-worth hidden within that. When you feel the need to instantly give something back when someone gives to you, it's actually saying on a deep spiritual energetic level that I actually don't believe that I'm fully worthy of receiving this gift or this thing, this action that this person gave me without me having to do something in return. Now, of course, if you feel completely genuinely inspired to give in return, by all means give in return. But I want you to simply learn the art of receiving just because, receiving without feeling any urge, any need to give back. When you do that, a man oftentimes gets the honor of giving to you. So this is really crucial and potent in the beginning phases of dating. So in the very beginning, you want to set this precedence. You want to set this kind of standard between you and the man that I'm happy. I receive with a big, open, joyful heart from you. I'm like really excited that you gave to me. It made me feel so good inside. It made me feel warm. It made me feel juicy. It made me feel good. I mean, I don't know. You don't have to say juicy, but you know what I mean, okay? So the issue is that we'll say thanks, I appreciate it. We'll say very vague words like that. No, I want you to speak to a man and tell him how what he did for you made you feel. So this takes you coming into body awareness, inner awareness. How did that make me feel? I felt safe. I felt taken care of. I felt good. He made me feel comfortable. He made me feel valued. Okay, now I can say those things. Find a way to say them. And as you say them, a man wants to do more for you. Now, going back to how do I initiate? How do I initiate? I'm using my feminine energy. The most that you could do in this situation, if you're asking my advice, is go with the flow. So another huge part of the feminine energy is staying in flow state. Flow state meaning just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow. So an example is, okay, he asked me on a date. I went on a date. We talked about my dog. And I told him, yeah, I usually walk my dog, a lot. And so the next day comes and you send him a text and you say, hey, I'm actually going to go take my dog to the beach or to the park. Let me know if you want to join us. Smiley face. That's the way you could initiate. But I would never recommend initiating until he has once first initiated to you in the beginning, unless you want to be the person who's always initiating. So the beginning phases of everything is setting a tone. It's setting a foundation for you. So what a great thing to do is, as you're doing your life, I'm going to walk my dog no matter what. I will be taking my dog to this dog park no matter what. So I'm in my own flow state. I'm simply inviting you along with me. Hey, let me know if you want to go. Oh, I'm going to go grab coffee. Or I wouldn't say that, but I would just look for things that you're already going to do, especially if it's an active thing. Men love active things. So look for ways. I'm going to go on a walk at this park if you want to join me. I'm going to go on a jog if you want to join me. Okay. So that's about the only way I would say to initiate things with a man. So I'm going to stop there. I will make more videos on this and different ways that you can initiate, but start with that first. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your questions, your experiences. I will try to answer them. And if this spoke to you or resonated with you in any way, please leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe for more tips. I'm going to be giving a lot of tips on this channel now. So stay tuned. Love you guys.